Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
This is Geis. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Again, Tannehill on under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Gerald McCoy able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Second down.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the
23 yards, the final tally.
Let's go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Stars 10, Titans nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Henry another shot. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
K'Lavon Chaisson
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal of 32 yards.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
18 more yards there and another first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And the Jags are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. On the ground, Geis. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Burns fumbles it.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
To number 11.
A.J. Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill now to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Titans 8.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Geis with the carry on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Titans. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Titans 15, Jaguars 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
55, my God, 55.
Hurts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
7-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. With his third field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 47. Come on,
A shotgun handoff to Henry. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Burt sets up to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run with Geis. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now a run with Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Tannehill throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
But first down hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make the big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
19.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First down, Tennessee.
They keep it with Henry on first down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike.
A toss right to Henry. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Dustin Hopkins.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
For 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Titans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,